Positive thinking is the mental state or attitude that reflects the belief that an outcome or endeavor will be desirable, favorable, or meet expectations. It is tied to an optimistic perspective on life, or simply put, always viewing the glass as half full. Psychological studies show that dispositional optimism, or positive thinking, can build resilience to stress. In addition, positive thinking can improve physical well-being, or reduce physical proclivities towards common health concerns such as heart disease. Positive psychology is the scientific approach and study of what makes life worth living, with an emphasis on societal and individual well-being. This field of psychology attempts to improve quality of life by focusing on positive institutions, positive individual traits, and positive subjective experiences. Martin Seligman, an important influence in the field of positive psychology, outlined 3 elements of happiness. Pleasant life, or the life of enjoyment, considered the most transient and least important. It looks at how individuals predict and savor positive emotions and feelings that are generated from relationships, interests, or hobbies of a normal life. Meaningful life, or the life of affiliation. It looks at how people derive well-being, positivity, meaning, and purpose by being a part of something larger and giving back to something more. The meaningful life element is tied to an individual's relationship with nature, traditions, beliefs, social groups, organizations, and more. Good life, or the life of engagement. It looks at the benefits of absorption, flow, and immersion when people engage with an activity or task that positively matches their strengths. Essentially, it is the sense of confidence or well-being in accomplishing a task, or knowing that a task can be accomplished. Become resilient. Resiliency is the ability to cope and adapt to stressful situations. There are several ways to help build resiliency. Acknowledge that change is inevitable, and that there are circumstances that can never be controlled or predicted. Do not be passive when facing an issue. Actively try to solve the problem instead of waiting for it to be solved. Build and maintain healthy relationships with family and friends. Change the narrative. When frustrated or stressed, change the narrative. Reframe the situation into something positive. As an example, if a house has a leaky roof, once the initial annoyance has passed, consider how fortunate it is to live in a home when many others do not have basic shelter. Smile. The act of smiling, even if faked, can help reduce blood pressure in times of stress. After a stressful encounter or moment, take a few seconds to breathe deep, and before moving on to the next task, smile to yourself. If you are interested in learning more about the psychology and healthcare degrees on offer, speak to our higher education consultants. Visit us at staffordglobal.org.